Alright, ladies, so today we're going to be talking about the secret to attracting better quality guys. This is pretty much a secret to attracting the best type of guys, alright? And you guys might get mad at me and be like, oh, how dare you not focus on the guy? How dare you not focus on changing him? No, that's not how it works, man. I'm always the type of person I'm always the type of person that believes that you focus on yourself. You know, focus on yourself in order to attract the right guys. Because the outcome is not your responsibility. You cannot control the outcome. You see, you can only control the process and enjoying the process. So, pretty much the secret to attracting the right guys is all about your self-esteem and your boundaries and the expectations that you have. Attracting better quality guys is not about looking better. It's true, right? It's not about having better things, having the better clothes, being funnier, or being a good conversationalist. All of that is superficial. You know, all of that fades away the more you know someone, and you're left with the core self of the individual, the part that cannot be hidden, and the part that always shines through in all of the things that you do. And it's this: your self-esteem. That is going to be felt from a place of, I'm not attracted to that kind of guy. I don't know, I just don't like him. Like, literally, you can have a physical reaction to the person by not being attracted. And this is all unconscious. Like, it's all unconscious. And so what's going to be happening is that you're going to begin to become more attracted to high quality guys. And once again, that doesn't mean that you're not going to meet the bad ones from time to time. But what that means is that you're going to leave quicker. You're going to have a quicker, like, you can handle shit. You're not going to deal with shit a lot more as opposed to in the past. That's the difference, because you are going to encounter them. You're just not going to accept it. And so this is how it's done. You got to begin to become more present. It's really that simple. Begin to become more present. Begin to derive your sense of self from the present moment. This is why. Who you are from the present moment, I was gonna say Spanish, like ahora mismo, but from the present moment right now, who you are is based on memories, right? It's based on pre-upon things in your environment. You are a girl, right? That was your first identity that you had. You are a girl, and as a result, you are a girl has preconceived roles and preconceived expectations that you know unconsciously. You sit a certain way, you know, with your legs crossed. You act a certain way. You walk a certain way. You know, you look a certain way, and so you have certain roles with those, with that. But before that, who were you? When you were a baby, you were a little baby, right? And you were still you. You know, you were still you. But that you was still you, but it didn't have all the baggage that you have today. But you were still you, you know. But what's crazy is that you, in reality, physically speaking, not metaphysically, but physically speaking, was different. Because it had a different body. Literally, because the cells change, right? They change. The brain also, they change in terms of the brain cells. You know, the brain, actually, not the brain, actually, but I think even at a quantum level, it's different. Pretty much, yeah. At a quantum level, it's different. You didn't have an identity. You weren't able to think, okay? But that was still you, right? 2 years old, that was still you. Even though you look different, right? Even though you identify yourself different, even though you're more conscious, that was still you. But what's the difference? All of those things changed, but throughout the whole sequence, you were still there. And what was that thing? Your consciousness. Your awareness, right? But coincidentally, when you began to experience depression, when you began to experience negative emotions, was when you began to have an identity, was when you began to think, became smarter. And that's when you began to hate, you began to feel negative emotions, and your sense of self derived based on the experiences you've had. So in order for you to begin to have higher self-esteem, you got to begin to notice your emotions. Begin to observe the emotion of high self-esteem and low self-esteem. Begin to become aware of what's going on inside of you. The more awareness you bring to your experience what are you experiencing right now? Like, notice what you're experiencing and bring all of your awareness to your senses. And that also encompasses your emotions. You begin to become aware of the physical sensations of your emotions. Rather than labeling it, you feel it. Okay? And so what's going to begin to happen is that you're going to feel the emotion of low self-esteem, but the story is not going to be there. Like, low self-esteem, the emotion, feel sad. It's because of this. It's because of that. Now you're focusing on what? The emotion itself. So now it's the thoughts that give you energy. The thoughts that give you more life. For example, you feel angry, and then a thought arises. He's such an asshole. I remember when he did this. Suddenly you feel more angry. More anger, thoughts. Yeah, it's because of this too. More anger, right? So what we're doing here is by bringing all of our attention to the emotion of low self-esteem. And remember, the emotion of low self-esteem manifests itself in different ways. Being shy, not being assertive, backing down, not wanting to say no to someone. Any feeling of like going like afraid, shyness, all you have to do is observe it. So you have to observe it. So whenever you feel bad, whenever you feel that, you just begin to observe it. And you feel the emotion, not the thoughts. You're going to notice the thoughts, but you're going to primarily focus on the emotion. Anything that happens, remember, notice what's going on inside of you. So what's going to begin to happen is that, similar to fear, the more you experience fear in a relaxed way, the more you're going to be okay with it. It's kind of similar to killing someone. The more you kill people, the more comfortable you're going to be with killing people. I mean, it's that simple. You're going to be desensitized to yourself. So the feeling of low self-esteem comes as a result of you suppressing it. Suppressing it, like not wanting to feel it. Like you don't want to feel that, so you suppress it, right? And what happens when you suppress it, you actually make it stronger because you're identifying with it. So all you gotta do is just see it. And so now it's gonna really express itself. But what's gonna happen is that it's going to express itself, but you're not giving it energy. After a while, you're gonna notice that the fear of that the low self-esteem is gonna be less and less and less. And suddenly your actions will not be motivated from low self-esteem, but from presence. You see, pretty much the point is, I want you to begin to notice how low self-esteem makes you react, and that's it. Just notice it, because it only has power over you when you don't notice it, where you feel the emotion and act. Now, in this case, you're feeling, observing, and then acting. And this is like a very passive way out of low self-esteem to true self-esteem. And from then on, you're going to improve the way you relate to men. You're going to accept less. You're going to derive your sense of self now based on the person's reactions, because you have begun to experience feeling good by just being. And so what's going to happen is that your relationships are going to improve. Like, it's automatic. It's an automatic thing. I'm telling you, it's an automatic thing. It's kind of like working out. You got compound exercises like the bench press, and you got your isolated exercises like the dumbbell. The compound exercises not only works on your chest, on your arms, shoulders, but the isolated exercises works on only one muscle. Increasing self-esteem. I could teach you how to get the guy. That's kind of like an isolated exercise, but I could show you how to get higher self-esteem, which is the compound exercises, where it's not only going to help you get more guys by getting better quality guys, but also it's going to help you get the guys, keep the guys. So in other words, by simply focusing on improving your self-esteem by using presence and meditation and mindfulness, you're going to improve it. Like, it's the easiest and fastest route to improve your relationships. It's that simple. It's the easiest route. Okay, and I know I teach a lot of manipulation tactics, but again, I just do that because I know they work, but I don't recommend using it. What I taught today is actually the best way to go about things. It may not be as effective, but this is more of the quality, the nutrients, the essence finding the quality guys and keeping them and attracting them. That's what really matters. And the beauty about all of this is that it first starts with yourself. And this is not based on an outcome, because you can control this outcome. All you have to do is work on your self-esteem. And that's...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.